Welcome back to Sportsnite. I'm joined with Avoyelles Football, so thank you guys so much for joining us. So if you guys want to go around and say your names.
Case Goche, senior quarterback.
Wire Bordelon, receiver, linebacker, and tight end.
Kevin Jones, senior, defensive back and running back.
Connor Furman, senior, offensive tackle.
Kobe Smith, junior, DN.
Coach Bannister, third-year head coach.
Well, I appreciate you guys once again for coming in. So let's just talk a little bit about last week. So just talk a little bit about playing Menard.
Well, Menard has always been a tough game for us. We've had the past 2 years been real close games. We lost both of those games by 1 score, so this year was really important for us to get over that hump, and I felt like we played an almost complete game this past week, and we were finally able to beat them and get ourselves a head up in district and that type of stuff.
And you guys, of course, made that statement touchdown really early on. How did that kind of help shift that momentum for you guys? Well,
I felt like with us getting that early touchdown, it set the momentum, set the tone, and let these guys know that we can win this game and we can play with those guys, and that and let Menard know that it was going to be in a fight for the whole night.
Just talk a little bit about being able to have that complete game and being able to use that as momentum going into other district games.
Well, having that complete game, I think we finally put it all together for the most part. To be honest with you, I felt good winning a close game because we either lost blowouts or we won in blowouts. And it was good that we could finally win a close game and give these guys confidence that, you know, even when things get hard and get tough, we can still persevere and we can still come out on top. And I think that's going to help us the rest of the way, especially during the final weeks of the season and hopefully in the playoffs.
And so, of course, you guys are now 4-3 overall and 2-0 in district play. How important is it to have both of those district wins for you guys?
Having both those district wins, it gives us the confidence to go undefeated in district and be district champs and give us a chance for a home playoff game.
Being 2-0 in district, it shows other district teams that we're just nothing to play with, you know. Going against Oakdale in 2 weeks, and we're just showing them that we're going to have a really good game against them.
And of course, for Kobe, we're going to talk a little bit about, you broke the career sacks at Avoyelles. You now have 17 career sacks. So just talk a little bit about being able to have the record, especially as a junior.
I feel blessed that I broke the record, knowing that I got 1 more year to extend the record a little more.
And so just talk a little bit about that feeling. Did you know going into this game that you were close to that record, or that feeling when they announced it over the loudspeaker?
I knew I was close, but I didn't know I was that close, but it was very exciting hearing it.
And so for your teammates, just talk a little bit about how exciting that was to know that he broke that record.
It was exciting because when I was in 8th grade, when that record was first placed by JT, and then when hearing Kobe break it, it's nice to hear for a fellow teammate be able to accomplish something that big.
Seeing that Kobe broke the record, it really just drives me to do better on the team, and seeing he's only a junior, it makes me realize how good of a teammate he is and how good he is at the game.
And of course, for you, Coach, what was your feelings in that moment?
Oh, I was proud to see him break the record. I was glad to see that he did it. I didn't know he was that close to it, to be honest with you, but I did know that he was going to break the record because of the way he plays and the way he practiced, and I was just happy to hear it, and I'm glad that he got a chance to enjoy it that night with the win.
And so like you said, you know, you guys played a complete game on offense and defense-wise. You had a couple of picks in the game.
Right.
You guys had huge offensive runs in those games. Just talk a little bit about being able to have both sides of the ball Friday night.
Well, I think we preach, myself and the coaching staff, we preach how we're this close and how little things can make little things matter. And this past Friday night, we got a chance to really fix the little things, and I thought we was able to play better. On defense, we really stepped up in the 4th quarter where we shut them out in the 4th quarter because it did get tight. As a matter of fact, it was a tie game going into the 4th quarter. And defense kind of tightened up. We didn't have those silly mistakes. We didn't hurt ourselves. And then that's what really helped us this past Friday.
And of course, Kevin, you had 2 picks in the game. So just talk a little bit about those picks and being able to help your team out with them.
And picks, it was much needed at the moment. I had to get them before we can win the game. I feel good getting them.
For you guys that are seniors, just talk a little bit about that impact and knowing that you guys are kind of building something here with Avoyelles.
For being seniors, we're, most of us right here right now, we've been here for a while, and we know what it feels like to rebuild and grow. And the other ones know how hard that feeling is going to be when a lot of us leave. They're going to have to get back in the rebuild stage.
Being a senior on Avoyelles, we just really set an example for the younger kids, show them how we do it, and just teach them to lead a winning program.
Like Case has said, just being an example for the little ones. Knowing that this is our last season, we got to step up and do what we got to do
Yeah, it means a lot to be a senior. You know, go out there, be an example towards the younger guys, and just show them how to play the game.
And Coach, just talk a little bit about your senior class and how important they are to this program.
This senior class is going to be real special to me. If I'm coaching 30 years from now, I'm going to remember this senior class. This senior class, like they said, when I got the job and they were sophomores when I became head coach, and we started the year off 0-5. And some of these guys have been playing since that year, and they've been through some tough times. So for us to get better, and the seasons have been getting better since then, and for them to grow with the program, it means a lot to me, and I'm going to miss those guys when they leave. But I feel good knowing, and hopefully they know that when they leave the program, they leave it better than what they found it, and I think they will.
Well, I appreciate you guys so much for coming on Sportsnite and stopping by and talking about the game.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, and we'll be back right here on Sportsnite with our ACA Athlete of the Week after the break.